Hi there, so I want to show you one of the ways to rig an air rig with the Dartspin, because the Dartspin is probably one of the very best, and I'm not kidding, one of the very best lure when it comes to use an air rig. So let's grab our Dartspin. So you can use a Dartspin that's rigged on a jig head, and many people are used to use this kind of bait with a jig head, and of course it works, it's great. But what I like to show you more specifically today is to use them rigged with the hook that comes with the 5.5 inch, which is a wide gap weighted hook, because you will see not only you can have the regular cast and retrieve action, and also you can have, well, wait a minute, let's rig it and then I show you what we can get when we use it like this. So you take your air rig, there it is, so you open the wires to make sure that one of them stay right here in the center. So if you have all the baits in the same color, of course you put them all the way. Sometimes one cool thing is to have the one bait that's in the middle that have a slightly different color. So in that case, for example, I took those greenback striped green color, and I took a fire tiger color. So I'm gonna have the fire tiger right here in the middle. There it is. And then I'm gonna put the 4 similar colors all across the other wires. So one thing I want to highlight is the way I open the wires, because sometimes people tend to open only a little bit the wires and to get the bait much closer. So the two reasons why I don't like that too much: first is because you don't get the best action, and second is because when the wires are closer to each other, the lure may tangle more. So when you give a good angle that's roughly between the center wire and the other wire, roughly 45 degrees, you see between those two wires, that's typically what I recommend to do. That's what I do myself. When you catch fish, when you cast and cast again and again, little by little the wire may bend. That's okay. Just times to times, remember to bring back the wires so it keeps the bait more far away. The other reason, and that's why I want to show you the Dartspin, but the Dartspin rig with the wide gap hook like the Pro model right here, is because we will have a better action, and also that has to do with the fact that my wire is about 45 degrees from the main wire here. Because when we're going to cast and retrieve, well, you have to wait a bit more. I'm going to show you in the water. That will talk much better than words. Let's go there. So let's see the action if we first of all simply cast and retrieve. So this is what you're getting when you make that cast and retrieve. And most of the time that's what people do. You cast your air rig and you retrieve it. Now, doing so, well, catches fish. But doing what I'm going to show you right now, catch more fish. Because I'm going to add some action into the air rig. So the air rig is not limited to simply cast and retrieve, especially when you use the Dartspin 5.5 with that wide gap weighted hook. Now we can give much more life, and we can give some kind of erratic motion. And as you know, when preys look like being erratic, that turns the trigger, that turns the bite on much more easily with bass. So you see what's happening when you simply have those little twitches from the rod tip. You can also do that with your handle. So this way you enhance the swim action and the effect of the air rig by a lot. And that's why very few baits can do that. If you have an angle that's too low, you will have very little action. You really need that the wire itself help you every time you make that twitch or you make that crank. The angle and the wire itself help to give a little bit additional motion, and that's why we can have such a great action that's so erratic and that turns the bass on. That is the Dartspin on an air rig.